Hello, this is Dr. André Berger from São Paulo, Brazil. This was a surgery made in a father of a friend of mine. The original idea in this surgery was to insert a Johnson & Johnson Symphony IOL, which means it was an EDOF IOL plus a TORIC IOL. After the surgery was complete and everything went fine, I decided to make a polish in the posterior capsular. But as we can see, something went wrong at the final of the polish. At this moment, I didn't notice which was my mistake. I really didn't know if I got a rupture of the posterior capsular or if I got a capsular disinsertion. Since I couldn't see any capsular tear at the posterior capsular, I decided to implantate the IOL and to let it the more stable that I could. I tried to use carbachol sulfate. My idea was to let this IOL centered. But the problem was that the IOL remains uncentered, even after the myopathy and even after I tried to let this IOL at the best place that I could. As you can see in the post-operatory, the IOL was completely uncentered, and this is the image at the second surgery that I have to make. My mistake was to make a posterior rupture, and considering that it is a toric IOL, so I couldn't change the position of the IOL, my best chance here was to make an inverse capture of the optic of the IOL by the capsular, by the rhexis of the anterior rhexis, to let this IOL not just centered, but in the right position, since it was a toric IOL. After superior capture and inferior capture by the anterior capsular, I had to reposition the IOL according to the marks of the toricity. After I could let this IOL centered, I used a carbachol again, and for my good look, the rhexis was not so big. So I put the IOL at place, and now we can see IOL is completely centered and very well positioned. The patient is very happy with the result, and so am I. Thanks for watching.